You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HG content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, welcome to the Hood Table. How's everybody doing this evening? Make sure you show us some love. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. I already see some likes on the video. Thank y'all so much. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share button. And also, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the Hood Table and follow us on IG, Twitter, Facebook, and thehoodtable.com. Hey, what's going on, Kentucky fam? Kenneth, the Kentucky fam. Hello. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the thumbs up as well. Glad to have you here tonight in the chat. As you see by the title of this chat, and I'm actually supposed to have a few people jump on the StreamYard with me. Hopefully, if they're still available. One person told me they would be available, but they didn't quite actually finish the documentary yet. So I don't know if they last time I talked to them, they said they was halfway through the documentary. So I don't know if they finished it yet. And somebody else who was supposed to go live with me tonight hasn't responded to my last message to them. And my co-host also supposed to go live with me tonight. So I'm waiting on a few folks to join me tonight. But regardless, if it's only me, y'all know we still gonna enjoy and have fun tonight. But if y'all watch this documentary, please let me know what you thought about the story, what you thought about the documentary. Also, if you remember what happened a few years ago, give me a feedback on that as well. Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hey. How's everybody doing tonight?
Can you hear me?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
I think there's a
you're coming in and out.
Yeah, I think there's a
You're
delay.
coming in and out. Can you hear me okay?
Try to go out and come back in.
Yeah, you kind of freezing up though.
Oh, let's see. I'm gonna have her go out and come back in because I'm watching the video and I look pretty clear. Y'all let me know if I'm freezing up, if I don't sound okay. Let me know because I'm watching on my other screen and it looks like I am coming in okay. But let me know, y'all. Yeah, just turn the volume up on my other screen and it sounds good to me as well. So hopefully she'll be able to come back in. Hey, Aisha Stockton. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream tonight, you guys. We're just going to be discussing the most recent Netflix documentary. It's titled The American Murder, The Family Next Door. And it's the story of Shanann, and I'm finally saying her name right. Lord have mercy. It's about Shanann and her husband. Is his name Chris Watts?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Because it was like a delay in your video earlier.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I was just telling the people, that we're going to be reviewing The American Murder, the Netflix true crime film. This a lot of people didn't remember this story. Like, I was like surprised that I was one of a lot of people that I knew personally who remembered this story.
I remember when this happened, and I'm trying to watch the end of it now and see if he ever said why he did it. Because when I tried to watch it the first time, I fell asleep.
Hey, Miss Hog, how you doing, boo? I hope all is well with you. We were sending you warm wishes and blessings and prayers the other day.
You said what?
Hey, Mimi 126. Mimi, did you change
I
your
can't hear
name?
you.
I can't, honey. I don't know what's wrong with your connection. That sounds better right there.
I don't know if I'm.
You're welcome, Miss Hogg. Anytime. You know we love you. We love you. You didn't? Why? I thought your name was something else. I thought you changed your name. Hey, Edward, what's up? What's going on? Well, Karma Diva, I don't know what's going on. She can't. I don't
I'm
know what's
here,
going
but
on.
girl, I'm having issues.
Well, try to go out and come back in again. I don't know. I don't know, child. But anyway, if y'all remember this when it happened, when it was like in real time going on, when the search was on, when all the different TV station, all the news networks, when it was trending like in real time in 2018. If y'all remember that, let me know, because this was a story that I had, sorry to say, like a lot of big stories, we sometimes forget about them because after, stories eventually, they die out. Sometimes, regardless of how big the story was, there are some stories that of murders that just never die out just because, of a lot of it being in social media and always in the news and, on Facebook and everything. But I remember exactly when this happened. I remember exactly when it happened. I remember exactly when this lady went missing, and I was thinking, oh my God, this lady is like how many weeks pregnant? Almost 3 months pregnant, and she's missing. And, actually, I think she was,
Mm-hmm.
wasn't she 15 weeks pregnant, Carmelita?
It was something like that.
Yeah, I think
But
she's like 15 weeks pregnant. Aisha said it happened on her.
but yeah, she was pretty far along.
Yeah, yeah, she was pretty far along. But I just was like thinking, I had said on somebody else's post on Facebook like a few days ago that when it was happening, I kept saying to myself, please don't say it's the husband. Please don't say it's the husband.
Anya,
No, I was like, it
I
can't be
think you
the
froze
husband.
up there again.
I don't know what's going on, but
Can you go out and come back in?
I'm a kid. She keeps saying I'm freezing. I'm not the one freezing, child. That's you. Hold on. I'm gonna send her a message on Facebook. I don't know. Sometimes she be having technical difficulties. I don't know. Hey, we gonna try it one more again.
Right, I was just about to say this gonna be about the last time I try this.
Okay, because it's your connection. My connection is fine. I'm not freezing or
Then I'm
nothing.
gonna call it a day.
All right. But yeah, thank you, Miss Hall. Yes, please let everybody know to like the video, thumbs up the video, share out the live. But yeah, Aisha Stockton said it
I
happened
don't know.
on her birthday. I don't know what Carmel Diva is doing, Miss Hall. I have no
I ain't
idea.
doing, I ain't doing nothing.
Miss Hogg said you
I
doing
said he's
something.
trying to conversate and relate.
She said you doing something. But yeah,
I
so
be not doing nothing.
when the story was going on, I kept hoping it
I ain't
wasn't.
doing nothing.
But then we found out that it was indeed the father, the husband, who killed his wife, his two daughters.
All because he had another kid.
Yes, all because he had another woman,
All because he had another chick on the side.
which was just despicable, really despicable. Um, every time I hear these kind of stories, I think, why couldn't you just ask
I
for the
mean,
why couldn't he just ask for a divorce? I always think that when things like this happen.
right. Why couldn't you just leave? Why kill the babies?
Child. Miss Hall said, Carmel Diva, you got background noise really bad. Mute your mic. Do you
Why he
got a
couldn't do like they did old school and just go out for a package of cigarettes and never come back?
somebody said you got some loud feedback noise. Can y'all still hear feedback? Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Okay, I don't think it's meant for us to be online tonight.
Okay, I'm gonna just do the show by myself. That's cool. Edward said it's just a little whistle chirpy sound.
Let me
He
see.
said it's a chirpy whistle sound coming from your phone or your laptop or whatever.
I don't have no one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold
there you
on. Let me
go.
see what I got.
Are you using your headphones or
I know. What?
make sure you don't have two windows open because that's sometimes what happens. When you go in and out and go in and out, sometimes you have an extra window open that you forgot to close. I'm trying to mute her.
I'm trying to see what the hell I may have open. I don't think I got nothing.
Okay, well mute yourself. Okay. So now, she's gonna try to figure out what's going on with her mic. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, in situations like that, I always wonder, why can't you just divorce your wife? And I mean, even if it's a messy divorce, even if there's property to be split, bank accounts, property, homes, cars, children, custody, all that kind of stuff, to murder your whole entire family, all because you want some other broad. That is just, I mean, that story was so sad. I remember it so well, and how I was just like overcome with emotions. Like, those pretty little girls, like, they had some beautiful, beautiful little girls. I mean, they were so cute. And basically, the documentary, I really enjoyed this documentary. Not so much as the story per se, but you know what I mean, the documentary, because it was really, really detailed. It gave a whole lot of information that was not provided during the actual investigation when we was watching, all the news content, all the commentary being done on it a few years ago. And then it's like the story is only 2 years old. The story is only 2 years old. So I was quite surprised that they even came out with the documentary this soon. I'm like, usually documentaries don't even come out that soon on, stories like murder stories. So that surprised me as well. But it gave a lot of information about things that we probably wondered about, about the background of the story, the background of the family, their lifestyle, and things like that. Hey, Carmel Diva, you back? Edward said, "This
Hey,
is the whistle." Edward said, "Whistle while you work." No, he said, "This is the
I'm a
whistle."
whistle while I twerk. Hey.
She said, "Whistle while you twerk." Okay, but let me know what you thought about him, how he was so nonchalant about it. If she can hear me, it sounds like you taking a bath.
Hold on.
That
Let me
individual,
try something.
Edward said that individual must have had a lot of hurt and anger built up to do something. You know what? When I was watching, like a lot of times when people be on the news, we can't help but wonder. As viewers, we can't help but wonder: did they kill him? Did they really disappear? Were they really kidnapped? Or did that person actually do it? You can't help but wonder, because a lot of times that's how it usually ends up, is the person who's out there so-called crying on the news, crying to the public, begging somebody to send their family back, their children, their wife, their dog, whatever. Sometimes you like, is they putting on the front for the media, putting on the front for the public, or is this person innocent? And he was one of those people who you could just look at him and be like, this man looked like he might be capable of doing something like that to his family. But then when you look at the pictures of the little girls, you like, ain't no way in hell that man is capable of killing those little girls. I can't, oh my God, I can't imagine putting my hand on anybody's child, let alone kill them. Mm-mm-mm. Did you figure it out, Combo
That's,
Diva?
yeah, I figured out something, but
Oh, you sound so good now. You sound
well,
so good now.
I had them earbuds in. Them earbuds in. I said earbuds. My daughter would be like, "That's not what they're called," but them damn earbuds.
Oh,
And they was
I
just
knew it
everything.
was something.
I was like, "Damn, is this the remix? What's going on
Girl,
here?"
girl, I'm telling you, everybody like, are we here chirping and all kind of whistling?
And the funny part is, I'm sitting here in my room with the TV on mute, and the only thing going is a fan.
Yeah,
So,
I don't hear nothing now. I don't hear no fan. I don't hear nothing. It sounds perfect.
and that's crazy because I didn't change anything
Yeah,
but
sometimes it
them
be
damn
like that.
earbuds. But anyway,
Yeah, so give me some of your feedback on this.
but yeah, this, at first the name didn't ring a bell with me, and then as I was just surprised how much of the actual footage of their lives they had,
Mm-hmm.
and it just hurt. You know how I am about babies.
Yeah,
It
about the
hurt that
kiddos.
he just callously took these kids' lives, and then you want mercy. That always kills me. You take somebody's life, and then you want mercy for yours. What mercy did you show them? What
Mm-hmm.
mercy? These were your children from your seed, your babies, and you took their lives from them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said earlier, if you wanted to leave and start a new family with that chick, why you didn't do it old school and just say, "Hey, I'm going out for a package of cigarettes and never come back,"
Right.
or just get a divorce, something. You did not have to kill these people.
He was so
You did
cold
not.
blooded.
He was. And then for him to be like on TV talking about, yeah, we're looking for him. If you found them, please bring them back or
Yeah,
notify us.
please. He said, I just want them back. I just want them back. I mean, you could tell that something wasn't right. When we
Right.
was watching this 2 years ago, you could tell then wasn't something wasn't right.
Girl, it's ugh.
He was just too nonchalant. And like that lady told him, the lady detective or the lady cop, whoever it was, she was like, you ain't cried one time.
At all.
Those beautiful little girls. Even if you didn't like your wife, even if you did murder her, the girls, the kids, I couldn't believe he murdered those little girls the way he did. And then he didn't cry. He didn't show no
No
emotion.
emotion. No emotion at all. You know who that reminded me of?
Ooh.
The little girl that lived here, Amber Harris.
Oh my
When
God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
when her mom used to be on the news.
Oh my God. Every time I think of that little girl, every time I go near the park where he buried her here in Omaha, I always get kind of a little emotional over that. You
Mhm.
know, I keep that scene on the school bus. The last time she was seen getting off the school bus, you know her she stayed across the street from where my mom used to live on 16 in Lother Block.
How about the
They
little
stayed
boy
right across the
when she
street.
was getting off of the bus? The little boy that was sitting there the first time they showed it, they did not bleep his face.
Yeah.
Why is that my nephew?
Really?
That
Oh
was
my
my nephew
God.
sitting there. When she was getting off of the bus, there was a little boy right there on the camera. And
Oh
as soon
my
as I
God.
seen him, I called. Actually, my ex sister in law.
Hmm.
I called and I'm like, they just showed him on the news. She said, I know. I'm like, what did he see? What is he said? I wasn't paying attention. I don't know
And
if
nobody
somebody
really
was there.
does. No, I
Because
mean,
they
remember
were
when we used to
kids.
ride a school bus? Remember when we used to ride a school bus? You be on the school bus playing, reading your books, listening to your Walkman, playing over the seats. You don't be paying
Right,
attention
we
to
playing
who's
thump and
outside the bus.
we playing thump and all kind of stuff, and you got people making
Uh-huh.
out. So I mean, I get it that nobody was even looking or paying attention to somebody possibly standing out there waiting on her,
Right.
or any of that. But what I was meaning though is the way he was acting on TV by having, just being so nonchalant,
Just so
no
yeah.
emotion. That reminded me of her mother. Her mother, it used to piss me off
Mm-hmm.
because your 12-year-old child is missing. This little girl went missing without a trace. And she would be on TV, yeah, well, we miss her and we want her to come back home. And, if she comes back home,
And
we still love her. And I'm like,
the community was a
"Good
wreck. Just like with the Watts, the whole community was a wreck while you're on TV. Well, he was on TV looking like
right." And I mean, I can't say that she did not grieve in private.
yeah,
I
I
can't
know what
say
you
that. But as far as it would have went a little bit further had she shown any kind of emotion um on TV, on the news. She showed absolutely none, and it always made me suspicious of her.
mean.
Always.
Yeah.
And I still am, even though, they prosecuted that bastard and they got him. It took them a while, but they got him. But I'm still kind of like, how do you just walking down the street and all of a sudden just find this little girl's backpack with
Right.
all her stuff in it, a
Right.
mile away from where she got off the bus?
And
But
you know what?
it just happened to be at the place where this dude lived.
Right. But the thing I hate is how when somebody does go missing, um, and potentially their spouse or their mate could be the actual person that did the crime. The people like in the very beginning, when remember the neighbor when he said Chris never backs his truck up to load things in his truck. Chris never is that vocal when you talk to him. Chris don't really talk. Chris don't conversate with you.
That should
And
have been
then
your
her
number
best
one
friend,
clue.
yeah, and then the best friend talking about they was going through this, and or her coworker, I think it was her coworker friend or her best friend,
Mm-hmm.
and was trying to tell the cops, what's been going on recently, with them arguing or fighting. It was like the signs were right there. Were right there. And and I don't know if the girls could have been saved if they would have figured it out right away, because I don't know. He said, because he claims that first he claimed that she suffocated them, then he
Mm-hmm.
suffocated her. Then he claimed he dumped the girls in the, what was it, the
Was some kind of well or something,
some
or
kind of
grain
what,
elevator?
something like that, an elevator, a grain, yeah, something like that.
Right, right.
But then he said the girls were alive when he took him there. When he took them there,
Yeah. And
yeah.
put
So I'm
blankets
like,
over 'em.
I don't know if the girls was dead or alive when he took them there. That's why I said I don't know if the girls could have survived if they, I know we know she was dead. You
Yeah.
know, we know that she was dead when he loaded her in that truck. But the girls, to hear him say, they were saying, "Daddy, no, Daddy, no." Girl, I broke down. I was crying so hard. I was like,
See,
"Are you kidding me?"
I'm glad I missed it. I was reading the caption, but I'm glad I did not actually hear, that they were saying that, because that would have broken me.
Hey,
That
Charmin Chucky, I ain't seen you in a
hey,
minute. That's the man with the bomb ass cat fish.
mm,
Charmin
but we
Chucky,
might need to hook up because my mama is always looking for some damn fish.
man, when they had the Omaha, the North Omaha, the food, what was it called? What was it called? Food Day,
Oh, the
annual
taste
North,
of Omaha.
yeah, the annual Taste of North Omaha. He was there. His
Oh
restaurant
boy,
was
I
there,
remember that.
and the food was fire, child. It was fire. It was fire.
Yeah, but I remember all the backlash from that. No,
Oh,
that
you mean
wasn't it.
from
That
the
was
Taste of
Omaha
North
Day.
Omaha? No, yeah, that was Omaha Day. This was the Taste of North Omaha by Eagles
Right,
Crest.
right, right.
Yeah, okay, okay. But yeah, that was so sad. I'm like, man, just picturing little kids when they be crying, telling you not to spank them, and then to see have one of them see the other child killed right in front of her face. Like
Well,
they
no,
don't
she
even know
didn't
what
see
that.
it.
He
She
said
didn't
he
see it.
said he did one of them first, and then he turned and did the other one
He
in the
said
back
he
of the
took the
truck.
one. He took the one, and he came back, and she said, "Daddy, where's Cece or whatever her name was?" And he never answered her. He just grabbed her
Oh my
and did
god.
her too.
Mm-mm.
It's
Oh my god. I
it
don't
was
not.
horrible.
I'm not sure if she saw what he did to the other girl because it was early in the morning. By the time they drove out there, though, it was like literally broad daylight. Though I don't know
Hmm.
how he wasn't seen. I don't know how no because his job is right there.
Right. I don't know
I
how
don't
they
know
didn't look
how.
there first
Yeah, how they missed because when they showed the grave site, it wasn't even a well dug grave.
at all.
He dug it enough to put her body under some
I think it
dirt. And
when I looked, it looked like it may have been 2 feet, maybe,
it,
and that
it,
ain't
it
enough to put nothing in.
yeah, that wasn't enough to put nothing in. So you can tell that what it appeared to be like he had to do the job really really quickly. So
I
he
was
didn't
gonna say
have
it
much
was a
time.
quickly done job. Yep.
Yeah, because he had to be at work and he had to make it look like there was no lapse in time. If he left
Hmm.
for work at this time, he got to be at the job by this time for the job to say he was here and he wasn't late.
Right.
So, mm-mm-mm. Yes, welcome to the Hood Table. Thank you to my beautiful moderator, Miss Hogg. I don't know if we
Thank
got
you,
any other
dear.
moderators in the chat tonight, but we don't really.
Thank you all. Thank you all for tuning in and for chiming in.
Yes.
But yeah, it was that. It's just sad all around. You know, God bless them. God bless the mama and those three babies, because let's not forget that she was pregnant. Um,
Right. And then there was a lot to me. There was a lot of messages in here that she might have even missed that would be beneficial to people who might be dealing with the same type of thing. It's like the signs were so there that something was wrong with this man. Like how he totally shut down. Like how he stopped sleeping with her. How they stopped having
mhm.
sex. How he would leave the house and be gone. If she was out of town for weeks, he wouldn't call. He wouldn't text. He wouldn't. I mean, there were signs that
Yeah, when she
something
went to
was
go see her
wrong.
parents, he did. She was like, "Well, wait a minute, you ain't calling, you ain't even checked on the kids."
Yeah, he ain't checking on his kids. It's like he checked out of the marriage and she was still like holding on for dear life.
Miss
You
Hogg,
know,
thank you so much. Good night. God bless you too.
yes, thank you, welcome. And I'm gonna keep praying for you and your family, love.
But
Hold up. See, Charming Chucky sidetracking me. He talking
yeah,
about
he playing.
lobster tails, shrimp, fish, loaded fries, rice bowls, chicken wings. What's the schedule and where y'all gonna be at now?
Right, that's what I need. That's what I need.
Drop the location, Charming Chucky. Drop the location. What's up, Slim 2? Thanks for tuning in tonight. Thanks for
Yeah.
tuning in. It is a sad story, Miss Hogg. It was so sad. And the thing that I noticed was, you know how Carmel Diva, how people be on Facebook fronting for the book, like
Mm-hmm.
like everything is going great, going perfect. They making everybody believe that they got the happiest relationship. You know, she was doing a lot of that on social media. So a lot of people was thinking if she's always was bragging about her husband on
She had
social
this wonderful,
media.
happy life and
Right.
happy, perfect story. But anybody who got a life knows nothing in life is perfect.
Yes.
No relationship in life is perfect.
Tell your daughters we said hello back, Charmer Chucky.
Huh?
Slim 2 said yes, he had already checked out. Yeah, he been checked out of that marriage. You could tell he was
Right.
checked out when he was doing all those interviews. Um, he had been checked out.
Like I said, he was emotionless. He was devoid of any emotion, just a zombie.
Mm-mm. Though, I mean, I couldn't. I know me personally couldn't be in a relationship where I feel like it's the other person ain't trying. There's no emotions there. You always questioning, do they love me? Are they still in love with me? Do they talked about divorce? They talked about, you know, a lot of different things as far as their relationship. She I mean, she kept telling her friend, I think he's cheating on me. He got to be sleeping with somebody else. Man, we got to watch out for these signs. I don't think
Right.
she
And
thought
if
that
you
he would
think,
kill
I
her.
mean, the thing is, if you feel that way, if you have to question whether somebody loves you, whether they're there, I mean, and then if you do question them and they give you some of the stupidest responses, some shit that don't make sense, then
Mhm,
baby, it's time to go.
mhm.
Listen, that's what's wrong. We get signs, symbols, hell, shit. What do you need? A brick to fall on your head? A stop sign to smack you in your face?
Yeah.
What do you need to tell you, okay, it's time to go?
Run for the
It's
hills.
over.
Even if you don't think the person is gonna kill you, run for the hills, file your divorce, at least get a separation. But
But
I
in the end, you feel good about you because you
right.
did not stay and get used or possibly killed, like in this
Yep.
situation.
Yep. And I know that was so eerie. Like you seen the part where her friend had dropped her off after they came from back came back into town.
Hmm.
And like we always do, especially with our home girls, and we from the hood, honey.
You
So if
wait till
I
you
drop
get
you,
in the door.
I want to you better make sure I get in this house, and I do the same with you or anybody else. We make sure you get
Right.
in the house. And it was just so eerie because her friend, her coworker, just knew her friend was safe because she watched her go into the house. She didn't leave. She stayed out there and didn't drive off till she was inside that house. And then to find out later that
That
you
was the
dropped
night he
her
killed
off
her.
to get murdered. You dropped your friend off to get murdered. I don't
Hmm.
know how I would feel if that was me. I would be like, why couldn't I have seen the signs? Why didn't I, you know, try to get something out of her to see if there, I mean, it's just crazy. I just can't imagine. I just can't
Cause
imagine.
I mean, it happens more than we know, but
Yeah,
that
yeah,
typically doesn't it doesn't register on people, because we know people go through things. They go through, not everybody, we all get in little arguments, little tiffs with our boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, you know, and, then it's over with.
yeah.
Nobody expects for somebody to take it to that level. And
Mm,
I'm sure she didn't think that he would ever take it to that level either.
right. She probably didn't think that. I mean, especially with the kids. I mean, who could fathom the
The
parent
kids and
of
being
their
pregnant.
children? Yeah, the parent of your children killing you and the whole entire family. And then the other chick, she now, I always was a little suspicious of the other woman.
Hmm.
Like how she claims that he told her that he was getting a divorce, and how she claimed that she didn't know that his wife was even missing. Like it was all over the
No,
news.
he told her when they were still dating that the wife left him and the kids, that
Right, but
she
I'm
left
saying
it.
it was all over the news though that she was missing. I'm like,
Girl.
child, you stay how far away, and you
But you
don't
know what?
see the
I'm not
news.
defending her, but there are idiots like that who know nothing about what's going on right around them.
But even like Amber Harris, when she went missing, any of the people that go missing around here, you might not watch it on the news, but somewhere you're gonna see it on Facebook.
Yeah,
Your family and friends talking about it, your neighbors talking about it, they talking about it at work.
right.
And then when she came in to be questioned, I don't know why. I always been a little suspicious about that young lady who seemed like she was way younger than him, by the way.
She probably was.
But yeah, she seemed like she was
She
a
didn't have
young
no kids,
tenderoni.
and the thing
No
was,
kids.
she didn't want his kids. She
Right.
wanted kids of her own.
Right. Right. And then it's like, okay, if a man tells you, my wife took off with the children in the middle of the night and I ain't heard from her for weeks and weeks, and you just sitting there like, oh well, that's okay. Don't worry about her. We just gonna
Girl,
move on with our life. Come on, child. You can't be that naive. But
girl,
I think she came forward, which she should have come forward, because if she wouldn't have came forward at all and told the detectives that she was in a relationship with him,
then he would have
and
got away with it.
he would have got away with it, and if he would have got away with it and they would have went ahead and got married or something, they would have thought she had something to do with it too.
Yeah,
Especially when the insurance money came.
honey.
Because I'm sure he mentioned. See, I'm not even gonna go there because they found her not guilty of anything. So I'm gonna just leave that alone, child. I'm gonna just leave that alone.
But
But
it's a very sad ending, and in this, there's no winners. There was no
right,
winners. Although
right,
there was justice done, he's locked away in prison for life. But there were no winners
yeah,
because there were 4 lives taken, and then this man, he's taken away from his family too, and
exactly.
and he has to live every single day with the thought that not only did he kill his wife, he killed his three babies.
And that
Three
third
babies.
one could have been their boy.
The
You know,
third one was gonna be their boy.
she was hoping that that was a boy, and I think they did find out that it was a boy because she was like 4 months
Mhm.
along, and
Mhm.
but yeah, he killed his wife, the two daughters. It was 4-year-old Bella and 3-year-old Celeste that they call Cece.
Mhm.
And those little girl, I mean, they just the cutest little things. I mean, oh God, that was
They
just
remind me of my niece. Like I know you've seen little pictures I put up of my
uh
niece,
huh.
the
Mm-hmm.
one in Hawaii, and that's who they remind me of with their little curly hair, their little blonde curly hair, and just that's who they remind me of, my little niece. And when I see them, I think of my little loaf out there.
Well,
And
this guy was a truly a psychopath. Like truly. He was questioned so many times in so many ways, given so many opportunities to just say, I did it. They
but I
just
think
wanted to
they
know where the
knew.
bodies was so they could bring the bodies back to the grandparents and they could properly
Right.
bury them. And he just kept lying and lying. And then he even came, she said, now, you wouldn't come here when you know you ain't no way you can pass this polygraph, you wouldn't come here, right? I mean, they gave him so many chances to just, and even after the polygraph, when he was talking to his dad, I'm like, he must get that from his dad because if that was me and my son sat there and he telling me what he did to his wife and daughters, oh, I'd be all up, girl. Do you know I would have turned
They
that
would have had to come
interrogation
running.
room out?
Girl, they would have had to come running in that room to get me off of 'em, and then I'd have been under arrest for
I
assault.
mean, my sons know. I would have been all upside their head, throwing chairs at them and everything. I'm like, murderer, come get him! Oh my god, no! Oh my god, his dad was even like, son, patting him on the back, just patting him on the back and shaking his head. I'm like, is the whole family dysfunctional?
Pretty much.
I can't believe it. I would have been screaming. I would have been crying. I'm like, you failed the polygraph. Now you want to sit here and tell me that your wife killed your daughters and then you killed her because she killed your daughters. I still would have been crying, even if I would have believed that story.
Yeah,
I still would
okay,
have
so
been
where's
acting.
all the bodies?
Yeah, I would have been acting a high fool. Like, okay, what you do with them? Where the bodies at? Let's go find them. Please just tell me where my grandbabies at. I would have been like hysterical.
Like I've been watching, since I've been on my Facebook hiatus, I've been watching a lot of crime. What is it? Crime Show Daily or Crime Daily,
Oh
whatever.
yeah, I like that show.
And they had a story on there where this young girl, she was the town princess. Her dad was the mayor of the little town in New Jersey they was from, and she wanted
Oh,
to and she was the only daughter. She wanted to get away, get her own life, and this and that. So she moved to Oklahoma where she had some family. Where
mm-hmm,
she met this dude who was a couple of years older than her. They start dating. Within a year, she's calling home talking about, oh, I'm about to get married,
mm-hmm.
and everybody was like, what? So the family comes there. Her family and her friends come near, and they were just shocked. Basically, she was marrying into a hillbilly family,
Uh-huh.
and they was just kind of like, okay. And said when she got pregnant, she was so happy, but he was so possessive. Well, anyway, they were supposed to go. She would talk to her mom first. She would talk to her several times a day. Then the calls start coming less and less and less. Well, they were
Mm-hmm.
supposed to go to a family funeral in New Mexico. They called and they were like, "Oh, well." At first, they were going to leave on Thursday. But then the mama called and she was like, oh, well, they left on Tuesday. They decided to leave tonight instead. And she was like, well, why are they leaving 2 days earlier? And they were like, well, she's gone. Well, we don't know where she went. She left and we got the baby. So they go on to the funeral with the baby, come back, and they talking about she done disappeared. Had it not been for like a skydiver, just some random skydiver, he was on one of them glider things.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, he flew across and he happened to look down and see something wrapped up in a tarp on top of this mountain.
What?
They go up there and look and find her decomposing body wrapped up in this tarp.
Mm.
Come to find out, the husband killed her. The mama helped drag her body to the car, and then put her up on that mountain, on top of that mountain.
Are you
And then they went
serious?
on to the funeral like nothing happened. And 8 years had passed, and the daddy done got remarried and this and that, and he's raising a daughter. The only reason they got busted is because the mama put her husband out, and
Mm.
he told the story.
Oh wow! So she would have stayed with him.
I
Nobody
said,
would have known.
what
Like,
kind of shit is this? It
man,
was just crazy.
I don't even know how to
I
describe
can't hear you.
people. I don't know how to describe people like that. Mm-mm-mm. Something must be wrong with your
I'm
theme
gonna
because
log off for tonight because I've been having too many problems tonight.
okay,
So love y'all.
love you
Good
too.
night. Everybody be safe. Be blessed. Keep it hood.
All right, you do the same. Good night, Karma Diva. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I can't even describe how I feel about people who do crimes of this sort, especially when it comes to little children. I mean, murder, abuse, assault. It's all a very very special place in hell for those type of people. If y'all haven't seen this Netflix documentary, we didn't tell y'all everything, but if you have Netflix, check it out. It's called The American Murder, The Family Next Door. It's an American true crime documentary. Um, and it's filmed by Jenny Popplewell. It tells a story of the 2018 Watts family murder, which took place in Frederick, Colorado. The husband's name, as you heard us mention during the show, his name is Chris Watts. Um, his wife's name was Shanann Watts, and their daughter was Bella and Celeste, who they called Cece. Um, beautiful, beautiful little girls. They was 4 and 3 years old, and then Shanann was pregnant with their third child, who I believe was going to be a boy, who she was really, really excited about having because they already had two girls, and she had been, excited to maybe potentially get a little boy that time around. But it shows a lot of, I mean, it's so much. um the documentary was done really good. I have to say, documentary was done really good. The family had first been approached by Lifetime, and they said Lifetime tried to do some type of docu series about the show, which they didn't agree with. They did agree with Netflix doing the show instead. And the person who did the documentary, Popplewell, I think they did a wonderful, wonderful job showing a lot of footage. I mean, a lot of voice messages, text messages, inbox messages, voicemails, but it was just so crazy because, again, we always say that people be fronting for the book. Like, people be on Facebook perpetrating like they have it going on, like they have no problems, they have no issues, their relationship is strong, there is 100, their kids are perfect, their pockets are full, their bills are paid. And all while where this lady was posting all these posts on her Facebook bragging about their well, I don't want to say bragging. I just want to say um putting information out there about the family being so happy and so this and so that, when all along from all of the inbox messages and text messages between her and her friends and her coworkers, it was like a total 360 of her, how her life really was going. While she's up on Facebook posting great father, this great husband, woo woo woo, she's texting and inboxing her friends like every freaking day. I don't know what's wrong with him. I'm falling asleep with tears. He won't touch me. He won't have sex with me. It's been weeks. I don't know what to do. I mean, that's why a long, 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 long time ago, after I had been on Facebook for a while, I caught on to a lot of things. I'm like, okay, this person is married one day, they in a relationship next day, the next day they cussing out their partner, the next day, oh, we're so in love, well, da, da, da. The next day, I hate him, and whoever that bitch is that's with him, whatever we can do to, I mean, just the all, the back and forth, the ups and downs, the bipolar Facebook posts. It's not always what it's cracked up to be. That's why um, some people used to they used to put out messages a lot. I don't know. I've never seen them, recently, but a while back, especially with teenagers. They used to have messages and commercials and things with teenagers, because teenagers were sometimes like committing suicide or trying to kill themselves or being depressed or things like that, because their friends or they see other people they know on Facebook always, like, everything is just so blissful 100% of the time with them. And then a teenager could be watching, or even us grown-ups be watching somebody and they be like, well, why this always happen to this person, good person in my life, and da 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 da. People be front for the book, child. I never, like, I do my little, hey, how you doing, what's up, I post a little bit here and there, but I don't read into a lot of stuff that people post on Facebook, because I done seen even people I know personally, I mean, with the bipolar post. Like, 1 minute you cussing out a broad for sleeping with your man. A week later, y'all in love, about to get married. A week later, you throwing his stuff outside in the street. I mean, sometimes people just put too much on the book. They just put too much on Facebook. I don't get it. I never will get it. But anyway, the story of this family being murdered by this psychopath of a husband was very, very, very horrible. Very sad. I think you guys will truly enjoy watching the documentary. Um, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I'm glad, again, I'm glad I watched it. I'm glad they did the documentary, because I had a lot of questions about that when it happened in 2018. I had so many questions, like, things just wasn't sitting right. Like, this guy, he, like, okay, what made him confess? I don't think he's ever said, besides the fact that, he had another woman. I don't think he literally ever said, I killed them so that I can be with her. I don't think he ever said that. But then the cops was trying to ask her, when they was talking to her, they like, well, do you think he did it because he knew you didn't want to have kids? Or because he knew you want. And that's why I was wondering, like, well, I was a little suspicious of her, but again, they didn't charge her with anything. They didn't find nothing on her. So I'm just going to assume that she had nothing to do with it. But anyway, I'm about to get off of here. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Again, please check out the Netflix documentary American Murder, The Family Next Door, and Charming Chucky. I did send you a Facebook request on Facebook, so I will hit you up in your inbox regarding your restaurant. If anybody's in Omaha, Wilby's Comfort Food, child, I can testify that is off the chain. I had some of his food this summer at the Taste of North Omaha days, and it was it was delicious. So I will be checking you out. I've been looking for you for a long time. I told you to hit me up a long time ago, because I wanted to have you on the show and have you discuss the grand opening, because I knew you had food truck, and you was talking about, you guys are gonna be opening an actual establishment soon. So I don't know if y'all did that or not, but again, I'm gonna hit you up anyway to find out what's going on with your business, because I love to promote people, especially if you are from the hood, from Omaha, where I'm from. So looking forward to talking to you. Everybody else, please, 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 hit the like button, hit the share button, make sure you subscribe. Also, if you want to join the Hood Nation, it's $1.99 per month. All you got to do is hit the join button to get those exclusive membership perks, and you hit the join button and Google will take care of the rest. And again, those who are signed up for our uh, monthly newsletters on our thehoodtable.com website, make sure you check out your email, because I email those every month on the 1st. If you don't see them, check your spam inbox, check your spam folder, because sometimes the newsletters go to the spam. Don't ask me why, but that's just how it is. But I'm about to be out of here. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody stay safe, be blessed, and what's tomorrow? Tuesday? Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday. So tomorrow night, y'all know what time it is. We're going to be discussing the have and the have nots. So for the people who watch that show, make sure you're up to date so we can discuss that together tomorrow night. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant as always. And I'm out. Deuces. Good night.